If you have a special prescription or are looking to try a compounding pharmacy, Dr. Josh Harrison is here from the Compounding Lab to tell us what sets them apart from others in our community. Thanks so much for being here, Dr. Harrison. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I want to ask you, what exactly is a compounding pharmacy?
Well, a compounding pharmacy is much like a traditional pharmacy. The biggest difference being in a traditional pharmacy, we receive things that are already manufactured. So capsules and tablets are made and they're ready to dispense. In a compounding pharmacy, it's more like a bakery. So we receive bulk ingredients and we actually compound or make the medicine for you based on order.
And you do it right there, so someone can bring in their prescription from the doctor and you guys do it right there depending on what the prescription is.
Sure, and it's custom.
Right, exactly. And so compounding, is that kind of a new area of practice for pharmacy?
It's really not. We've been compounding for hundreds of years. The Industrial Revolution brought about manufacturing practices that we see now. Before that, everything was compounded or prepared for the patient at the time that they needed it.
Oh, wow.
So the doctor would write an order, they would go to the pharmacy, or maybe the doctor even did it, but it was compounded, there.
A little history lesson for us right there. I like it, I like it. And so a lot of people, when they hear a compounding pharmacy, because that's not your normal pharmacy, they might be scared of the price. So tell us a little bit about, the price and if people think that if it's expensive or not, what they should really be thinking.
Sure. So, there are a couple things we do to mitigate the pricing issue. One, we buy in bulk, so that does help alleviate the pricing. We actually don't sign contracts with insurance companies, so we can basically set whatever price we want. We don't have a third party dictating our price. So our compounds probably, I would say it's an average copay for most people. So most are under $50.
Wow.
Just depend on the medicine. Some are obviously more expensive.
Right.
But as a general rule, I would say 50 or less.
Right.
So it's really affordable.
Yeah, and what about the safety measures that you all take as well?
So as far as safety, being a pharmacist, that's one of our top concerns. So I'm not going to purchase or give any medicine to someone that I wouldn't take myself or give to my own children. So all of our suppliers are FDA regulated and they're approved by the FDA. And if they're not, then we don't purchase from those people.
Right, and of course if patients come in and they have any questions about, the compounding pharmacy and anything that you are prescribing them, they can talk to you.
Absolutely.
Right, exactly.
Sure.
That's why you all are the professionals and the doctors there. And so how can patients really benefit from the compounding pharmacy and how can they benefit in their prescriptions as well?
So really anybody could benefit from compounding at some point in their life, whether it be a human or an animal. And it may be as simple as a child that needs a flavored antibiotic or somebody has a gluten allergy, so that we can avoid the gluten part that's maybe in a manufactured product. And it may be something really complex, like really small dosing increments to get someone to a dose that the doctor needs them on.
Right.
So there's a lot of variability and a lot of options available. So,
like you said, it's very personal
to
that person. Yes. And so what are you all doing at the Compounding Lab that sets you apart from others in our area?
Probably the most interesting thing that we do, actually have a certification in Pharmacogenomics. I'm one of the few pharmacists in the nation. And it's actually the study of how our genetics modify the way drugs work in our body. So we would swab your cheek, much like an ancestry type product that we're all familiar with, and then we would get a report that would show us your enzymes and how the medicines may or may not work in your body before you even take them.
Wow. So once again, taking that personal approach, just one step further, right?
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you, Dr. Harrison, for coming in. It's always a pleasure to have you here. If you want to check out the Compounding Lab, all their information is right there on your screen. They're located on West Market Street in Johnson City. Give them a call or check them out online, thecompoundinglabpharmacy.com. The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by